Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey,
Hey
girl.
y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Y'all know I like to jump right in, but first I must tell you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, baby, go ahead and log off for me. Log off, okay? We are here to talk about Married at First Sight, honey. Ciao. We spent this whole episode talking about Michael and Chloe, the new couple that is getting married behind everybody else. They're late, of course. But let's, on my channel, we always start with the most boring couple, okay? And so the most boring couple from this episode,
Everybody, shoot.
is a couple that's no longer together.
Who's together?
Let's start with Claire and Cameron.
They all broke up.
So because Michael and Chloe are getting married, all of the couples are attending their wedding. I do notice that the producers must have told the couples not to tell the new bride specifically whether they are still together or, you know, what's happening with their personal relationships, because I understand it's not about them. It's about Michael and Chloe because they're getting married today. But
Right.
I also think that the producers probably didn't want to scare Chloe off or scare her in general.
Exactly.
And they already did, because she found out that Michael was supposed to be originally married to somebody else, but the girl walked down the aisle and said she couldn't do it. So now she's the backup dancer.
Number 2.
Okay, she's J-Lo. Okay, not even J-Lo sing her own vocals. Ooh. This girl started to feel bad because she was like, why wasn't I chosen the first go around? But we will get to that. So anyway, the couples were at the wedding, if they could be. Cameron wasn't there because he's having open heart surgery.
Girl.
And Claire said, you know, just being at the wedding is making her feel a certain way. She's getting in her feelings because she...
Girl, what's going on here? Are you okay?
Because she and Cameron decided that they weren't going to be together. What? Do I have a lisp now? Anyway... So Claire decided to call Cameron and say, hey, Cameron.
Hey, baby.
It's Claire. I was just here at the wedding and you should be here. Why he should be there? Why he should be there? You didn't want to be with him. So why should he be at the wedding? Why are you missing him now?
Right.
Claire, you know what? Claire is annoying me because she's supposed to be a therapist. She is a therapist by profession. I'm wondering why she's not more in tune with her own feelings and her emotions, and why she's not a great communicator.
Where's the emotional intelligence?
Like, I had high expectations for her, okay? That's why my therapist is a black woman.
Period.
Because she gets me together. Claire seems like she don't know how she's feeling. You know, she said in multiple episodes, I don't know how I'm feeling. I've never felt this before. I don't know how to feel comfortable in the feelings that I'm feeling right now. She just seems all over the place to me. You know, and I don't think Cameron is any prize or anything like that. But we are starting to see now that we have Claire alone that maybe she's not as in tune with her emotions as I would expect from a therapist. You know, because calling him while you're at the wedding on a whim. Like, did the producers tell you to do that? Or why would you call him at a wedding? It's loud. He in the hospital. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on to Lauren and Orion.
Oh, Lord. They not together either.
I actually had to take a call when their scene was coming up. But my mom told me, and my mom is not good at taking notes. She was like, I called my mom. I said, Ma, I had to take a call real quick. What happened? She said, what happened when?
Oh, Lord.
What we just watched Lauren and Orion, because I watched this show with my parents. I was like, we watched Lauren and Orion just have a chat. Yeah, they did.
Okay.
What did they talk about? What was said? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I need to know the details. Okay? My mama talking about something. Well, Orion just said he would love to talk to Lauren, and Lauren said no. And he asked if he could have a hug. That's all she gave me. That's what happened. I also know that Lauren was on the after show. I was too busy taking care of my baby. I'm sorry. I didn't see the after show. It was on my TV and I forgot to watch it. Like, it was just up and I was just up moving around.
Busy.
But the one thing I will say is Lauren looked gorgeous on this episode, and she looked gorgeous on the after show as well.
Period, girl.
So shout out to Lauren. I know she be watching my videos or whatever. Girl, you look cute, girl. However you had the little afro puff at the top, keep that. And then the slick back ponytail hairstyle, keep that. Okay, I love that hairstyle on you.
Hella cute.
Anyway, let's move on to Brennan and the blonde. The blonde got to drinking and drinking. Okay,
drinking and
sipping lean at the wedding and started being passive aggressive and talking crazy.
Dripping and drinking, singing and singing.
It's giving me.
Girl, who?
Anyway,
you be acting like that?
Brennan was like, yeah, I'm glad we're here. We're going to be able to offer Michael and Chloe some advice. And the blonde was like, what kind of advice can we get him about how everything goes down after the honeymoon?
Ooh. She ate.
And Brennan was like, no, I mean, we could give them some advice about, what to expect. And she was like, what to expect? Everything to go downhill?
That's what I didn't expect.
And Brennan was like, well, I'm just saying, we've been through this experience, so I thought maybe we could talk to them. She said, what, talk to them about how it ain't gonna work out?
Nothing.
How your husband is trash, honey. I said, what? Okay. My mom was cracking up because the blonde, bumped into somebody and spilled their drink, but I was like, it wasn't her drink. She still had her drink in her hand, and it was the other person's drink. Because she wanted to be out on the dance floor, having a good time, like anybody would at a party, which is what a wedding is. And Brennan was just walking around like he lost his puppy because he's not fun. And this goes back to, I actually think that Brennan is very insecure in general, but I think he's very insecure about his personality. Because when the blonde asked him on the honeymoon, do you like to have fun? Like, do you ever have fun? He got mad. I think that's not the first time somebody has told him that. I think he's insecure about his personality. I think he's insecure about whether he can dance and hold his arms up in the air and go to the middle of the dance floor and have fun. I think that's what he's so deeply insecure. It fuels all of this anger in him, resentment, and self-consciousness. So I don't think he's able to dance. He don't want to dance. He don't want nobody to think he's a bad person. That's why when the blonde gets to talking about how she feels, he shuts her down because he don't want y'all to think he's a bad person. He don't want anybody to think he's a bad person because somebody told him that he was a bad person who didn't have a good personality and didn't like to have fun.
And they might have been right, to be honest.
Let me know what y'all think. And finally, before we get to Chloe and Michael's wedding, we have Austin and pink hair.
Oh, Lord. He don't like her.
Now, the only thing I have to say about him is me and my parents were trying to contemplate why Austin is keeping his legs closed. Like, what's the deal?
And tucking his pee-pee.
And here are some ideas that we came up with. Number one, something that I've been saying all season. The reason Austin hasn't been intimate with his wife, and keep in mind, last week, remember when they was kissing and he said, do you want to do it? And she was like, are you serious? And then he got up and closed the door. Y'all told me that on the after show, Austin said that after that moment, they still didn't have sex.
I told y'all they didn't.
And I said it. I said, I bet you when they closed the door, they still were not intimate. And they weren't.
And they wasn't. He had his pee-pee tucked.
The number one reason that me and my family came up with, there's several reasons here. The first one on the list is he don't like her. I've been saying this all season.
All season.
The second one is he's wearing a chastity belt and he don't have a key.
He lost it.
Because why is you not giving up the D? Do you not have
the key?
The key?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Maybe his eggplant is locked up.
I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
I know I'm singing Akon right here in the background. The next one, maybe he has ED. If you're not giving up the D, maybe you have ED. And we all know what that is if you don't Google it. Man that has ED, what to do? Google that.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe he can't get it up. Maybe it's not that he can't get it out, he can't get it up. Which there is medication for, out there for that, I believe. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that.
I'm locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out.
I wrote down, or my mom suggested, maybe he's bald and he's wearing a wig and he don't want pink hair to touch his head because he's had his hat on the whole time, even to sleep and everything.
Steve Harvey.
And my mama said maybe he's wearing a lace front, maybe he's wearing a wig, a toupee of sorts.
Steve Harvey.
And he doesn't want anybody to touch his hair.
That's a good one.
I said that's a good one. That's a good one because that sounds plausible. My mama said, yeah, that's what she thinks it is. Sorry, y'all. The sun is really shining over here, so.
My bad.
Anyway, my dad said maybe his booty hole has closed up.
Girl, inside joke.
Maybe he don't have a booty hole. It's closed up.
Yep.
And if the girls that get it, get it. And the last thing my daddy suggested is maybe he has a coochie.
It's possible.
And he's not ready to tell her yet. He said maybe he has a coochie. And she's expecting D and he don't have D. So maybe he can't give up something that he don't have and he wants to talk to her about how he has a coochie.
Yep.
And I said, at this point, I believe it.
Anything is possible.
I believe it. Maybe he does. I don't know. My dad actually said vagina, by the way. He didn't say coochie. I said coochie.
I said.
And then my mama said she's surprised that my daddy knew what a vagina was.
True story.
Anyway, let's move on to the newly married couple, Michael and Chloe. Let me get comfortable.
Yeah.
Let me get comfortable.
Relate, relax, release.
I wrote down the couples being at the wedding, I guess. Y'all not my family. Y'all not my friends. Why are y'all here? But they was there, honey. Anyway, when we saw Chloe's friends, I thought to myself, because we were talking about similar versus odd couples last week, does Michael look like he would hang out with this group of women if they were all shopping? Does he look like, oh, that must be one of their husbands? No, he doesn't.
No, he don't.
They're kind of like plain Jane. I think they were all blondes except for Chloe. They're kind of like run-of-the-mill, average looking women. And Michael, he's into his style. He's into his clothes. He has his hair to the side. He has a design in his head. He had his earrings and nose rings, nipple rings. Hell, who knows what else he has pierced. I like the fact that Michael knew he was eccentric. He's very self-aware. He's like, hey, I might walk down the aisle and the woman that I get paired with may not be attracted to me or may not like the way that I'm presenting myself. But I believe at the beginning of the season, he said he would be willing to make adjustments for his partner. If there's something she didn't like about his appearance, he would be willing to make adjustments, which I don't agree with. But the fact that he said that lets me know that he's open-minded. But I do not agree with necessarily like somebody coming into your life and saying, I don't like it when you wear your hair like that, and you changing your hair for them. You should do what's best for you and what makes you feel comfortable. And I really love the fact that Chloe has said multiple times throughout, since we've seen her on the show, that she wants her partner to be comfortable. She wants her partner to be happy. And whatever they're comfortable in and whatever makes them happy is what she's going to go with. I think that is a true supportive partner, in my opinion. But y'all let me know what you think.
I loved it when she said that.
I didn't like the fact that Chloe's friend said nobody is good enough for you. Why?
Lies.
I would never tell my friend, girl, nobody's good enough for you. Just nobody's ever going to be good enough for you in my eyes. Somebody good enough for you. Do I think, what are you, an angel from heaven or something like that? Like, why is nobody good enough for her? I don't get that. Like, you have somebody here on earth who is good enough for you. I think I don't know if y'all believe that, you know? And I don't believe, me personally, believe it's just one person. You may have been good for me when I was younger, but now I'm going to find somebody else that's good for me. Good enough?
Period.
Somebody good enough, hell. Because I think to believe that nobody's good enough for me is problematic. And I know dads say that about their daughters a lot. My dad has said that to me. It's a little bit of a difference between your dad saying it and your friend saying it. You know, I just think, like, somebody's good enough for her. Let's stop it, please. When Michael was talking to Orion about marriage, Orion, he's just a negative Nancy, honey. He's like, it gets tough. It gets so hard.
Boy, bye.
It's really tough. It gets hard. Shut up, Orion. You are nothing but a negative Nancy. You want the guys to fail in their marriage the same way that you failed. In my opinion, from what I've seen on the show, I just think he wants somebody to accompany him in his misery. Like, nobody's going to accompany you. And then Orion, I wrote down at one point, Orion was talking about how touching it was to see Michael go down the aisle with his new wife and everything. And Orion said, Brennan, give me your hands. I said, Orion, you just want to hold Brennan's hands. You ain't fooling me.
Me either.
You just want to hold Brennan's hands, Orion.
And look into his eyes. We see you.
Anyway.
Brennan not even a catch, though.
Now we're to the part where the couples give each other gifts. And Michael gave Chloe a necklace from Tiffany's, and I wrote down, ooh shit, I need me a fake one like that. Because I'm sure those diamonds are not ethical. But
it was cute.
Yeah, the necklace was very cute, and I do need one. I do need me a little bitty necklace like that. It was just so perfect and dainty, you know. It actually kind of annoyed me when Michael went down the aisle and everybody was in the room and he was talking about his hair, how his hair needed fixing. I'm like, baby, you get your hair done before you go down the aisle. You don't wait till somebody says, I have hairspray in the audience at your wedding. And then maybe he thought it was cute. I don't know. But I just felt like, is this the first impression you want to make, telling people that you need hairspray for your hair? And is your hair okay when that's something that you should have taken care of back there? I don't know. Chloe told us that her dad is not at the wedding due to health issues. And I never want to insinuate that somebody is not telling the truth about this, because who would lie about their parents' health issues? But it does make me wonder. I believe she's telling the truth, but it does make me wonder. Is he having health issues, or did he not just support her? Did he not support her in this process?
Yeah, because I mean, it's very possible. Both could be true.
Anyway, finally, Chloe walks in and walks down the aisle. She came in looking at him like she was about to adopt him, like he was a old puppy she liked to adopt.
Right.
Hi. I thought that was her personality. And in her vows, she said, I'm so sure that you are my person. I don't know how you could be sure of that.
You can't.
I don't know how you could be sure of that.
She not.
I don't know how you could be sure of that. You've seen the show. Plenty of people break up. Number one. Number two, honey, child, I was with a man for over 12 years, and I thought he was my person.
He was for a little bit.
It's like, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or nothing, but you just don't know that from this process. Like, I think I have more faith in me choosing somebody out in the world versus these producers picking somebody for me, and it still didn't turn out to be my person.
Girl.
Not forever anyway. You know, your person for a while, but not forever. I did write down, though, that Chloe and Michael looked better in person to me, actually. I think when I got them side by side, they looked better than I imagined them together in my head.
Right, they did.
And when Chloe was trying to put on Michael's ring, she said he had big knuckles.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say about big knuckles?
No, what they say?
Big buckles.
Okay.
You know what they say about big buckles?
What?
Big pants.
Girl.
Anyway, I thought it was cute that Michael said, may I? When it came to the kiss, and she said, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they both said that they felt a natural momentum.
Cute.
I didn't understand why they made Khloe meet the couples on her wedding day. I thought that could have waited, but here we are. When they were taking their couples pictures, Khloe said that she doesn't feel awkward being in close proximity with Michael, even though she was physically leaning back. She said, I thought this was supposed to be awkward. You look awkward.
Right.
To me. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder if the producers are kind of egging them on, but because your body language is saying something different than what your mouth is saying, you know?
Yeah.
Khloe said, I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, why didn't the experts match me with Michael the first time? And I said, girl, what happened to the confidence? But, you know, I guess that's a normal thought to be thinking. It's like, I wasn't chosen, I'm a backup plan kind of thing. Anyway, Khloe said that they're comfortable with each other already. And she said she loved his style. When Michael told Khloe's friends that this was his second go around, Khloe's friend said, you're a very strong man.
Boosted him.
Strong. Is he? Just because he said, okay, I'll do it again.
Right.
Oh, there's a contract, I'm going to owe money? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it again. What makes him such a strong guy? You know, like,
nothing.
What? And then Khloe let us know that she doesn't want to birth any kids on her own. She wants foster kids. And Michael does not care about having kids of his own. He's willing to adopt. He's willing to have kids on his own. He's willing to foster. And I thought that was great. Anyway, they got back to the hotel room. And they did the famous unhooking the dress scene where Michael was helping her get out of her clothes. And Khloe said, I'm hot, in reference to being attracted to her husband.
Ooh, okay.
I wrote down something that is kind of controversial. I've only been watching this show for a few years now, maybe 4 years. I've been doing this on YouTube, 4 or 5 years. I wrote down, I think that Michael is one of the sexiest guys we've seen on this show.
Girl.
And I don't think Michael is my cup of tea. I don't think he's necessarily cute at all, but he is sexy.
Something about him.
He is sexy. He has sex appeal. Let me know what y'all think about this. I wrote down, we saw Khloe get undressed, take her makeup off and all that, and we saw Michael get into bed. Did he take a shower? Did he clean, rinse off or something, honey? Cause what? I thought it was cute when Khloe got into bed with her robe, because I'm a robe girl. If I go to a hotel, hopefully they have a robe, fingers crossed. And I'm going to get in that robe and I'm going to lounge around in that robe. I'm a robe girl. Okay? If I go to a resort, if you was my man and we go to a resort, baby, you better best believe I'm going to have on that robe. Yes. 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 And then they ended the night with a cuddle. And I thought, oh my goodness, I want to cuddle. I wish I had somebody to cuddle with. Very vulnerable moment for me. This is the only time I've ever watched Married at First Sight. And I said, oh man, that could be me.
Girl, it's not.
All right, what do y'all think?
It's not you.
I would love to know what y'all think about Michael and Khloe. Me and my parents think that they're doing pretty good. You know, we saw some previews about her crying and saying she can't do this. I don't think she's talking about the marriage. I think as long as Michael is in it, she's going to be in it. So I'm interested to see how it goes.
Right.
Anyway, that's the end of the episode for me. Thank y'all so much for watching my channel. I can't wait to read your comments and laugh. And I will see y'all after Ready to Love this weekend.
Bye.
Bye.